2017, the president took over in the exchange rate. So there were a lot of problems. All right, even the donors were withdrawing from the country gradually because they felt the country had a lot of support and needed to show what we did with that money. We could not see. Right? Yeah, we did roads, the Banga roads, we did the hydro, but too much money came than the result that we felt. Okay. And so what we began to do now was to fix that, to close that hole. What you are observing as a strong domestic performance is about all the work that has been happening in the last 2 years to close the holes, to do more effort, to be more creative in raising money, more creative in spending it, free tuition, free WAS, now so and then the development partners themselves now have resumed their confidence because of the work that the president did. They are more confident to bring more money now. So all of that now, domestic revenue plus increased budget support and support from the International Monetary Fund, which will soon be coming up with a release. Watch out for that release. Pay attention to the celebration of the performance of the government in that release.
Mr. Minister, one issue that people basically look at is the issue of the trickle-down effect. Your budget has jumped to this extent. Many Liberians are not happy. But the trickle-down effect is what our Liberians are not looking out. Will we see it filtering down to the ordinary people?
Of course. If your students are not paying university tuition, isn't that a trickle-down effect? That's it. The money you used to pay to LU or to community college, what are you doing with that money? You're eating it, or you're using it to transport. That's a trickle-down effect. If you're not paying WAS fee, that money is coming to you, right? If we are building roads, right, that's a trickle-down effect because now the cost and wear of vehicles and children going to school. One of the reasons why the president is supporting community road, because little children walking in the mud all to go to school, they can get on the bike now and grow faster. That's a trickle-down effect. When we protect the price of rice from rising, staying at $13, who's feeling that impact? The price of rice in Sierra Leone is $18. The price of rice in Liberia is $13. The people in Sierra Leone are not feeling the trickle-down effect. The people in Liberia are feeling, right? They are feeling the trickle-down effect. Fuel. The global price of fuel has gone up not because of anything any government has done, because of our COVID. The cost to ship to countries now is very expensive. So it's carrying fuel up. Even that, the president said we can't allow the fuel price to go up in Liberia. Who's feeling the trickle-down effect? In Ghana, in Sierra Leone, prices are high. Here, we are managing. We are losing. Right now, we are losing 15 cents on every gallon of gas in revenue. So technically, the government is losing around $10–15 million, so that the people can experience lower fuel price. The same thing with rice. You say trickle down? We still talk about trickle down economics? This is proper economics, it's trickle down economics. The people are feeling because we are deliberately stopping market forces from prevailing. The exchange rate has gone up, and you see some. Let me make this comment about why people are crying that prices don't come down.
Yeah. And the US rate is dropping.
Okay, let's face this. We in a country where every day you hear people talk about corruption. Right? Oh, government people, church, school, corrupt. Okay, let me ask you something. If a business person decides to profiteer because of exchange rate situation, how will you describe that?
Corruption.
Is that a kind of you see that kind of corruption? Let me tell you, if the business person will make extra dollar because of the exchange rate situation, you would describe that as being corrupt, right? Especially at the time when we're celebrating Emmanuel Tolu, who turned 50,000. So people want to benefit. It's normal economics. People want to do, but it's bad. So that's part of that. Yes, there is a time where prices were just, but there are people who deliberately, intentionally want to benefit, make money out of the spread in the exchange rate. The government has come out to the Ministry of Commerce and the Central Bank and Ministry of Justice to enforce so that does not happen. We don't want any profiteering or racketeering or speculation on the exchange rate. It is a good thing when the Liberian dollar appreciates. It's a good thing. Everybody should clap for the government for that. But when it appreciates and when people have recovered their cost, then we have to now go by the new exchange rate and we have to enforce So this is what's happening.
So the LeBron dollar is not getting sold.
It is getting stronger. That's correct. When the exchange rate appreciates, LeBron dollar appreciates, the exchange rate is stronger. It shows a stronger macroeconomic. It means imported goods supposed to be cheaper. Okay. All right. So all of that factors,
One more question.
What's the impression?
I'm very impressed that Toyota has taken the lead. As I said, Toyota is ahead. It has an advantage, a first mover advantage. We say in game theory. The government will be looking to study this situation here to see how we can help solve some of the challenges through the next budget. We have solar support in the next budget, all right, to decentralize solar operation across the country. So those cities and those counties that are ahead, that have the infrastructure, we will be able to leverage that through the Ministry of Mines so that we can go ahead and bring the cost down and give more service and electricity to our people. This is massive. This is very
Thank you ever so much. Thank you. That was the voice of Minister Tweah Jr. This is how we come to an end of the live broadcast here from Tweah City, Bon County, and Bon County.